Alright, hi everyone, it's Aurora, and this is going to be the second part of the Bayonetta guide series that I'm doing, and it's going to be the intermediate or medium section. So in this video I have some topics that I wanted to cover, and I think this video is going to be extremely helpful if you're actually trying to improve with Bayonetta. So if you do, you're going to learn a lot. So I'm trying to keep it concise though. I have 7 things today that I wanted to share with you. So the first one is going to be movement techniques. So movement techniques are probably one of the biggest defining features of if you're like a new Bayonetta player or an experienced one, because her movement can become some of the best in the game utilizing her specials. So today I'm going to be showing you exactly what types of stuff you can do on every single legal stage with Bayonetta for her movement. So let's just get started. Okay, the first one is ledge slip ABK at the ledge. So basically to get a ledge slip ABK, you have to run off the ledge and then immediately do an ABK like that. It's really good because it sets you up for the perfect distance to hit someone with it, even if they're if they're crouching. Sometimes it won't hit like the very shortest of characters, but this will be like extremely good for faking people out, like, oh, you're running away and then you hit them with the ABK. So I would just practice getting that ledge slip ABK first. You can also do it on platforms. It's actually easier because with this platform you don't have to worry about bonking into it. Like if you do it too late on the stage, you'll get this, but if you do it on the ledge, you'll get that. So let's get into the movement. So when you're doing the ledge slip ABK, you're mainly going to be wanting to land on these 2 platforms. So the first one is going to be the top platform. It's a little harder. You have to ledge slip ABK and then jump, and then once you hit like pretty much the max distance of your double jump, you're gonna wave land to the side. So it looks like this. That's to the right, and then you can also mix it up to the left like that. But it's really good if there's a character like where Villager is. They can't really punish you if you're doing it, because you have, I think it's about 18 frames of landing lag, but it's just so quick that it's really hard to punish. So yeah. You can also do it on this ledge here. You can go either way, but generally you're gonna try going this way because they're gonna be sitting here and they're gonna try like punching you like that. So you're gonna go out the way like that. It's really good, and this is like it's good for if this misses. Like if you miss that and like they're gonna punish you, then just going to the platform is super good for that. Now you can also do it from this platform onto the top platform like this, and it's really good. So just mixing up this movement option. Now here's the second one. On Battlefield specifically, this platform, you can, if you do a dab kick off of it like that, you're gonna bonk. Now here's the biggest tip with moving around with dab kick is you want to make it to the height where you don't bonk. So that height is, the best way I would say the height is slightly more than full hop distance, so anything above full hop, and the best way to get it is to jump, double jump, and then dab kick like that. And you should get the slide, but you won't bonk. It's very good because if someone's behind you, this slide upon landing is super, it's like her whole initial dash essentially here. Like I land, you see this ring I'm standing on, I land here, but I end up like all the way over here. So let's do that again. Oh wait. So yeah, she kind of slides on the ground after doing it, and it makes it harder to punish. It's probably the best like resetting tool in the game because you can get a combo off of it as well, and it comes out super fast, and it's almost unpunishable unless you read it. So the way to get down from the top platform is to actually run off, jump, and then input the dab kick. So I can show you what I mean. So run off, jump, and then dab kick. And then you slide. Look at how much she slides. Like it's actually an insane amount. So like that, you almost clip through the platform, but you don't hit it because of that initial jump to the side. But this is like the best way to get down. She almost clips into the platform. If you do it frame perfect, it should look like that, but it doesn't have to be frame perfect. The closer you are to bonking, the harder it's going to be to react to. So trying to get it down to like a very close level to where you almost bonk and you get the furthest slide possible. Like that slide is, it's actually kind of broken. Then also doing a dab kick from this platform like that is also really good to do. It's it can reset neutral, and it's good for getting away if you need to, and there's pretty much no risk if you're leaving because they can't catch up to you. There's only a few characters that can really catch you if you're running away with that. And once you mix it up with running away, when they try to punish you, you can go back in. So it's like a good fake out option. I honestly think that PS2 and Small Battlefield might be some of Bayo's best stages because of her ability to completely move around the stage. So if you're here, you can always waveland onto this platform if you're underneath this platform. And it doesn't have to be immediate. Like, you can do this jump thing where you go down and then you actually land on the platform, because you can mix it up with actually landing below it. So mixing up between those two options is super helpful for an opponent that's trying to run to you and catch you. They'll have to guess 50-50 or have an option that covers both the top and bottom of the platform. So it's pretty useful. Coming from ledge, you can always ABK and then waveland onto the platform, or do the one that we talked about like that. But if you're hanging on, it's not as clean, so just keep that in mind. If you do the ledge slip, it's super clean, and it even hits people that are standing on the platform for some reason, like that. So it's just huge. You don't have the top platform, so you can't do the ABK trick like off the top platform, but on here it's really good because you're able to position yourself to the other side of the stage without really any issue. And you can also do this, which you can't do on Battlefield, which is immediately reposition to the opposite side of the stage on the platform, like on the safety of the platform. And you can mix it up between, oh, I'm gonna go up, or I'm gonna go down, or I'm gonna go up. And the way to get it perfect height on here is to do an IDJ and then immediately do ABK or dab kick. It's really hard to get the bonk if you do it this way, but it's still possible if you're very quick. But if you do an IDJ and then you do the dab kick, it's like the perfect height, as you can see here. That's my trick for getting it started. And then, like I said, with this one, if you're too slow on the ledge slip ABK on this stage, you'll get the bonk. So if you're just starting off learning this technique, I would try it on the platform first. And then my other tip to get it consistently is, when you're ledge slipping, don't ever try to fast fall. Your goal is just to run off the ledge, not like to fall down. So you just run off, don't hold down, or you'll get dab kick. The only time you want to do the dab kick one is on Battlefield when there's the top platform. So another thing you can do is, if you ledge slip off a platform and then you ABK like off of it, you can actually go to the platform next to it. So if you do it like that, you can also wait longer, so you end up below it, and then you can do the normal waveland. So like this, if you like jump off and then you wait, then you can waveland. But if you do it immediately, you kind of have to air dodge down. So having that wait before the ABK is also good, because like if there's someone underneath this platform, like let me move Cloud here. So if he's like underneath this platform and you do the wait technique with the waveland, you'll hit him. Well, not like not there, but you'll hit him. So it's not only a good movement option, but it could potentially turn into a 47% combo. So it's a lot easier to do it if you run off the ledge than if you hold down, because if you do, you might get dab kick instead. So you can also do it this way, like that, and you can still get the waveland. It's just not as clean. So those are the main tips on Small Battlefield. FD has not as many movement options because there's no platforms, but the ledge slip ABK is even better on this stage because people can't be on the platform shielding to avoid you. They're gonna get hit by this if they're anywhere near the ledge. So just keeping in mind, this is a slightly better option on this stage than the others because of the lack of platforms. When trying to reposition, you're just gonna want to do this. It's still fast and it's still hard to punish. Like if someone is here and you do this, like they're not gonna be able to punish you from far away. Like if Min's standing here and I go, oh shit, I'm trying to, you know, sometimes even if you get the bonk, it's still hard to punish, but without the bonk, it's better because you get a slide. So that's pretty much it on FD. So PS2 has very similar movement options to Small Battlefield, but there are a few additional ones. I should note though that the timing is slightly different due to the height of the platforms, meaning you're gonna have to air dodge slightly later because you need to be higher up. But due to the platform height, it's actually even easier to not get the bonk when doing dab kick off the platform, you can just do a short hop and you'll be fine. So if you short hop it, once you reach like almost the top of your short hop, go for the dab kick. But of course the other, oh shit, there's hazards on. You still have the switching between platforms. You still have ledge slip, waveland onto the platform that also hits Luigi for some reason. And then you also have this one still on both sides. But because PS2 has a vertical wall, you can stall on the stage by just chilling over here. This is gonna take some practice, but it's actually not a bad technique. The way I do it myself is I use an ABK to get to ledge, then I hang, then you jump off, then you do a triple jump up B, then you hang again, and then you jump off, and then you do another triple jump up B, and then you use your double jump to get back. Now, there's ways to mix it up. When you're coming back onto the stage, you can actually hold out bullet R up air and hit them with it like that. So like most of the time people are gonna like stand here and try to hit you when you come back, so doing that is good. Also, you can do the coochie cruncher that's in video 1 if you save your up B. So if you go down ABK, ledge hang, jump, use your up B, ledge hang, jump, use your up B, you can coochie crunch right there. You see how I was able to down around the ledge? So if someone's there and they're at about 70 or 80, they're dead. And if you only use one of your up Bs and you save like a side B, you can actually ledge hang back on here and then do a coochie crunch like I did. Like it's very hard, so it takes practice, but it's worth it. You can get a lot of funny clips. Some people will try to come challenge you down here and then you just hit them with nair, up B, down air, and they die at like 40. So it's a useful technique. So Kalos, it's good for Bayo because it also has the vertical wall, but it's kind of like exposed more, but you can still do the exact same techniques that you would on the other wall. It's right there, so you have to like just keep that in mind. But you're able to stay down there for quite a long time. And also these platforms are higher than the ones on PS2 or Small Battlefield, so if you want to do any sort of movement option from these, it's a little easier with dab kick but a little harder for ABK. You're able to still waveland like this, but because the platforms are over here, you're not really able to waveland directly off of the ledge like that. So if you want to, you have to jump back in and then waveland like that. So if you're trying to go from one platform to another, you have to get a running start or you won't make it. So just make sure you get like a run start first. But if someone's coming at you from underneath and you want to go to the other side, you can still do this. But you might hit the ledge, so just letting you know. So Smashville, in my opinion, I think it's Bayo's worst stage. She can still do ledge slip into waveland onto the middle platform, and she can like do this, I guess. But the reason why I don't like Smashville is because if you are trying to up B out of shield anywhere below this platform, you can't do anything out of it because she lands before she can jump or do anything else. So it kind of sucks. There are mix-ups you can do like up B, run up, grab, because they're probably going to shield after this, you know, so you can like grab them, but it's just a mix-up. It's not true at all, so that's kind of why I don't like this stage. But you still have some options. You can dab kick off this platform to the ledge to escape if you need to, and then you can also do this, and then if you delay your ABK, you can get a waveland like that. This is probably the best thing on this stage that she has. But you can't do up B out of shield or just grounded below the platform. So that's like the main drawback of the stage. Okay, so Town is low-key Bayo's best stage for movement. She can traverse every platform with a dab kick like this. And then you can go ABK to the next one, or you can just do ABK, but basically you can go from anywhere to anywhere on the stage. You can waveland from below each platform like this. But obviously you have the FD moment where you kind of suck, but that's when you're going to want to do this more. People are going to be approaching you on the ground on FD. So also, this stage is the widest out of all the legal stages, so I'll show you specifically how you should go under each stage. It's going to be the same, but it's harder on the stage because it's wider, so I'll just show you on this one. So The best way to go under the stage, and I got this because I saw Lima doing it, but the way you do it is you use your up Bs first, and then you use your like unreactable side B to actually pick which side you want to go on, because like they're gonna be like in the middle of the stage, and if you pick with ABK at the last second, they usually can't react or punish you what ledge you're gonna go to if you use your ABK. Whereas like if you use, okay, so like if you use side B, right, and then oh, I'm obviously picking right because I already used, you know, I already used my side B. So like if you're using your up B to get back to ledge, they have much more time to like run over and like down smash you. But if you use your up Bs first and then you use side B, see how much harder it is for them to predict like which direction you're going in. So that's my biggest tip when going under the stage is don't use ABK until the very end, because it's like unreactable compared to up B. So Hallow Bastion is like basically better Smashville. You have everything you can do in Smashville on this stage, but you can actually up B out of shield and still act out of it. The blast zones are similar, so you can get a little bit earlier kills off the side and top, and then you can obviously go under the stage too. And even if you use the ABK tip I talked about, it still works even though the stage is like way taller. You still have enough height after the ABK to where your jump grabs ledge, so just keep that in mind. Also on this stage, doing the waveland just from stage is also good. Like of course you can do it from the ledge like this, but on this stage it's even faster to do it like that because of how low the platform is. So this is another good option. And then of course you can still like dab kick off this platform using the IDJ version that we talked about. And then, you know, if you're trying to run away or if someone's off stage and you want to close the gap real quick, you can also do that. So those are all the legal stages, and I hope this helped. Doing these on Elite Smash or in bracket are super helpful. And you know, on Elite Smash you have FD and you have Battlefield and you have small Battlefield, so those ones are going to be extra important online. So yes. So tip number 4 is fair. So fair is an extremely versatile move, honestly. Like there are certain characters this, I don't mean to be mean, but like Bayonetta's fair is like more complex than certain characters in this game, like fucking like Ike or something. Like low-key they don't have to worry about anything like this, you know. So the reason why I say that is because there's a very large skill floor to like her fair compared to most moves like in the game, because you can delay it, it applies shield pressure, it kills early, it's a combo finisher, it's a multi-hit, but you can control how many come out, it's relatively safe on shield, it stalls you in the air. There are certain Bayo players that think it's like her best move, or her best aerial at least, and I can see why they think that. It does insane damage. On its own it does 14, but like they add up and you can combo it into itself. So with fair at 0, you can pretty much always combo fair into itself at 0. You get 46% off of 3 fairs there. I'm not sure if they're staling though, so but still 46% is a lot. So another thing I wanted to talk about is delaying the fair. So when you're fairing them, you don't have to mash it like all 3 hits in quick succession. Like especially if they're at a high percent, you can delay it, and not only does it like push them out more, but it causes them to die a lot faster, especially like if you're comboing them in the blast zone. So like to do a bit of a demonstration, I'll set Lucas to like 60 here, and then I'll do a fair that's like quick, and then I'll do a delayed one so you can see like the difference. So this one he lands at about 7 and 1/3 maybe, but if you delay it, he lands all the way at 8. Like, you see the difference? Like, low-key, or wait, 9. Hold on, was that 9? Yeah, no, he's at 9. Like, versus he's like at 8. So, and right there, he's like at 7.5. So, as you can see, even at these low percents, delaying the fair, even slightly, has like a big difference. So like this can be the difference between you getting a stock versus not. Now the second thing you can do with fair is if they're at a higher percent specifically as well. This kind of does work at low percents, but at high percents it also works. So you can hold out fair 1 and fair 2 and get like the bullet art like this or like that, and it's still true. So like that, And if you're doing it like rising, it does tack on more damage. So like if I do down tilt, I don't want to push him, but if I do down tilt forward air, let's see, he lands at just before 10, like 9.5. But if you do down tilt and then you delay the forward air with the bullet art hits, it's even more. So like right there, he's at like almost 11. See, so like it is a bit of a difference, and then the damage, it's not as noticeable, but that one does 20, and then this one does, it does almost 24. So you get a bit more damage as well. I definitely say it's worth it. The final tip I have with Fair is canceling it. So you can cancel Fair 1 and Fair 2 and then like reset it. Now it's like not true, but a lot of people are trying to jump out of Fair or mash an option, and if they are and they're in the blast zone, you can get kills extremely early doing this. So if I were to do just Fair, he lands at about 9.5. But if you do the mix-up, he lands he lands all the way at 14, so, or 13, sorry. But it's like a huge difference, and like you can get stocks at like 40% with this, and it just takes one read, you know. So it's definitely worth it in my opinion. You get a little more damage and you get a stock super early. So yeah, that's like my biggest tip with Fair, is that cancel. It's my favorite. I love doing it, especially against characters that have slow aerials. Like if you're fighting a character that has like a really slow aerial, like Kazuya, Shulk, Robin, none of them have like extremely fast aerials. So if you do go for it and they try to like mash out, they're not going to be able to hit you before you do your first Fair after the cancel. So that's just something to keep in mind against characters like Game & Watch, or like someone that has like a quick option, like oh god, like Game & Watch or Luigi's down B. It's not as good. They're probably going to mash up B or down B out of it, but specifically against characters that have like slow options in the air, it's really good. Also, a technique I wanted to teach you guys that works on every stage is when you respawn, Bayonetta has enough iframes to do 2 F smashes without being able to be hit. Like she has full angel platform intangibility during both F smashes, and it's really good because whenever you're respawning and you do the first F smash, like 90% of people are gonna try to grab you. And I would only advise going for this if they're above 90 or so, but if they try to grab you after the first F smash, they're gonna die to the second one. And while the second one is coming out, they still can't grab you for the second one, but as soon as the second fist comes out, you're able to be hit, but right after the second fist comes out. So I'm gonna call that one the double I'm gonna call that one the double fist because it is a double fist, so you can't really argue with that one saying, oh, it's fruity. No, it's 2 fists, bitch, like come on. But yeah, that one is insanely useful. I actually get like, I'm kind of like embarrassed to admit it, but I get like half my stocks doing the double fist. It's also better on small battlefield and PS2 because you can go off to the platform. A lot of people, when you like are off, like when you die, they're gonna go over here shield, and then once you jump off, they're gonna jump like this. They're like, oh, I'm gonna jump back, right? But if you come down like this, like if you come down like this and you fucking F smash like that, they're literally like, people jump into it. Like they don't, because no one expects you to do it. Like no one, until they play you a few rounds, like obviously, but like bro, like people are just gonna jump into your F smash. Like I'm being for real. Like it's kind of funny. You can do it on both platforms, like, and it works on PS2 as well. Like, and that's like the most common stage. You just, and then you can do another one. Like like think about, like you jump off, you come down, right? You hit them. Let's say they jump in the air dodge. They're gonna land. They're gonna try to grab you. The second one comes out. It's still invulnerable. Like I don't think y'all realize, like the second one is still invulnerable. Like they're gonna die. I'm telling you. Another thing with respawning is that Bayo can dab kick from the angel platform and land without any lag. So like that. You see how I didn't get the bonk? So like if they're over there, if you don't want to do the the F smash thing, you can go for that. I'll show you again. You just buffer it. You can jump first, but then you won't land on the platform. So that's just how I would do it. So this one is just another tip I have, number 6. So a lot of people with Bayo, they know that Bayo's really good at catching jumps, and like a lot of Bayo players are really good at catching jumps with ABK. But something I noticed is that a lot of Bayo players are also really bad at reading air dodges. Like, we're so good at reading jumps, but like an air dodge and we're screwed. And I find it funny because we air dodge so much that I feel like we should know like when people are gonna air dodge. But I think it stems from the fact that Bayo players, they get like a little bit of tunnel vision when they do a combo. They're like, oh my god, I'm gonna zero at them, and then they get an air dodge and it's like, oh shit. And like they were so like they put all their eggs in that combo, like all in that one basket, you know, and like they get an air dodge and they're like completely screwed over because they land with all the lag and then they get punished. So like I would say whenever you're doing especially low percent combos with Bayo, like if I'm doing up tilt, up air, and I'm like, oh, I don't know if the second up air is gonna land, just wait. Like just wait for the air dodge. There's certain characters where you can pretty much guarantee they're gonna air dodge. Like if you're playing the Ditto, especially, Bayo players air dodge all the fucking time. Versus Mithra, she has foresight, so Mithra always air dodges. And then of course if you're fighting someone who's scared, if you're comboing them, most people mash air dodge out of combos, so just waiting. And if they directional air dodge, you get even more time to combo, like to punish them on their landing. So just keep that in mind. Just wait for the air dodge and you're probably going to get the stock faster that way than if you didn't. So the last tip number 7, is up air chains. So Bayo's up air in Smash 4, it sent like directly up, but in this game they made it send like, if you're, depending on which like direction you get hit by it, it's pretty much like a 45-degree angle in the direction you were like facing Bayo. So like if you're on the left side, you're gonna get sent to the left, and if you're on the right side, you're gonna get sent to the right. And there is no hitbox that sends directly up, so you have to account for that. But it doesn't suck. Like it, you know, she can't get like up air combos off the top like before, but you can still do like insane up air combos with this character. And so I wanted to share some of the ones that are like the best, I guess. The best one at low percents is utilizing bullet art up air. So if you land an up tilt on a character from like 0 to like 15% maybe, like if it's a heavy, maybe a little more, you can do up tilt bullet art up air into ABK, into up E, into up E, into forward air. So I'll do it one more time. This time I'll say the moves as I do them. So up tilt, bull art, up air, ABK, jump up E, forward 1, 2, 3. And you still should have your double jump after that if you do it correctly. If you triple jump both up Bs, then you can jump again, but you won't need to. So that's like the first tip, is that combo is super good, and it's pretty much true. If they air dodge out of the up air, like if it's not true, they're gonna get hit with the lingering hitbox, and then you can reset from there with another ABK. So that combo is super good. The next combo is if they're at like starting at about 15-20%, you can do up tilt IDJ up air, landing up air into side B, into up B, into up B, into forward air. So if I were to do, oh, and by the way, it's double up tilt, and that's a stop. So let's try it again. So you do 2 up tilts. If they're at too high of a percent, then the second up tilt won't land. But you have to get a feel for when you can land 2 up tilts, because if you can almost always, if you land 2 up tilts, you can almost always get an IDJ up air afterwards. So that's just like a kind of like how it is. It's not always true, but if you get 2 up tilts in a row, you can almost always get IDJ up air. So like that. And then if you get IDJ up air below a platform like this one, or like right next to a platform like on small battlefield, then you can do another landing up air into the ABK. So like up air, landing up air, ABK, up E, ABK, up E, forward air. So like this combo is super good. Like they will die at like 20 if you master it doing the up tilt. You don't always need to get 2 up tilts though. Like if they're at like 45, you can still pull this off. You just land 1 up tilt and then you do IDJ up air. like that. And I'll do it one more time, but I'll say what I'm doing. So you do up tilt, IDJ up air, landing up air, ABK, up B, ABK, up B, fair 1, 2, 3. So yeah, that's another really good one. Okay, yeah. And there's ways to do combos out of this without any specials. So like, if he's at like 20, you can do like up tilt, up air, bar up air, back air, like that. And it does a lot of damage, and you don't have to worry about having all that landing lag after using a bunch of specials, and it still does a ton of damage. Like that was 61 damage just with normals. Other combos that can work that I really like are at about 10%. You can do, and this works on FD as well, so I'll show you it without the platform, but at like 10% you can do up tilt, IDJ up air, landing up air, IDJ back air. So like, so if they're at like 30, 35, you can usually land like an up air, jump up air, back air, like this. And that combo's true, so it's really good, and it's really good at ledge. But yeah, all right. So that's pretty much all of the list. I had like 7 tips planned, and that was the last one. So I would encourage y'all to try to do these, practice these, and put them in your matches, because if you do, it'll definitely level up your gameplay, especially the movement. Being able to move around, control the stage, get out of disadvantage when needed is super important with Bayo, because she's like a glass cannon. She dies super early. So getting yourself out of unfavorable situations with her will benefit you a lot. So that's like the main one I would practice. If you don't know her movement options already, I would try to study that as much as I can, especially on like PS2, Battlefield, Small Battlefield, the most common stages. And then also learning like the ledge slip ABK and ledge slip dab kick will also help you like hit opponents that are like lower without having to like give up stage control, you know, because you're going back on stage when you do this, so like it helps you like regain stage control while also starting a combo. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If y'all enjoyed, make sure to leave a like. Let me know which one y'all like the most. If y'all like, if one of these like actually helps you, let me know. I hope it does. But yeah, I'll be making the advanced one within the coming months, so stay tuned for that one. But yeah, I'll see y'all. Bye.